Welcome to School Matters and Bridgeport Elementary School. I'm Joni Kopis, your host, and today we're at Bridgeport Elementary to talk about the students, staff, and programs that Bridgeport is offering this year. So first, let's introduce our guests. Vicki Kowak is the principal. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Vicki. How long have you been in education?
I've been in education around 15 years. I was a teacher at Lincoln Elementary and assistant principal at Bridgeport, and now principal for 5 years.
Very good. And then Taylor, I know you're the assistant principal. Your first year here at Hamilton City Schools. Tell us a little bit about your career.
Absolutely. It's been a great year this year so far. I come previously from Cincinnati Public and as an administrator and a science educator before that. That was a fantastic experience where I got a lot of skills that I've hoped to apply here at Hamilton.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here. So let's talk first. You know, we're at an elementary school. It's instruction. Let's talk about instructional leadership and what you've been doing this year.
Our district is in the midst of a positive forward movement, and this encompasses research-based instructional practices and state-of-the-art technology adoptions, and this includes responsive teaching, consistent data analysis, and individualized student support.
And I know, too, this year, all 8 elementary principals went to a principal leadership course at Ohio State. So talk a little bit about that.
All 8 elementary principals attended. It included 3 visits. We all graduated, and it was really focused on transformational change, how to implement change in order to move our district forward, and also intense instruction in literacy.
And then I'm sure then Taylor, when she came back each time from Ohio State, then she shared some information with you as well.
Absolutely. Some of the stuff we got, there was just some great strategies that she was able to bring back, and we were able to implement with the teachers. And the teachers have been really responsive to that. We had interactive read-alouds were one of the things that have been really popular. And actually, I've gotten to even see Ms. Kowak do those and model those in some of the classes, and the students just loved them.
So explain what that means.
So the teachers will take a book, and it's an engaging book, a storybook usually, and they'll go through it and be very strategic about the questioning that they're going to ask the students to get them to really engage in higher order thinking. And the students just respond to it, and they are, what it looks like is they're in a group, and they're raising hands and they're asking questions, and they just kind of get to a deeper meaning and understanding and comprehension really of what's going on in that book to help them with their literacy practices after that.
Oh, that's great. Perfect. And then I know you're a proud implementer of Leader in Me, and you've done that for several years, so let's talk about the Leader in Me program.
Right. The Leader in Me teaches our students 21st century leadership skills, and the whole purpose is to make a school-wide positive culture as well as integrate with our community. Right now we currently have a student, this will be our 3rd year, and we have a student leadership team. We also have a community lighthouse team. And these students, they work together with our community at community events. They take over a lot of leadership opportunities in our building. And our community lighthouse team right now is going to partner with our community to bring our demographics together through an event in the 17 Strong initiative.
And then you mentioned the lighthouse team, and I think we have a little clip of what they've done. So let's go ahead and see the lighthouse team.
Hi, my name is Nicholas. What is Lighthouse? Lighthouse is a leadership group of around 40 students. We hold events at our school and participate in community events. We interact with the students of Bridgeport and interact with the Hamilton community. Bridgeport Student Lighthouse members need to speak in public and always show the 7 habits.
Hi, my name is Allison. One of the first big events that we did last year was Family Night. We invited families to come and learn about the Leader in Me. We had 7 stations, and each of them taught about one of the 7 habits through activities, read-alouds, presentations, and games. We provided dinner and a performance by the Bridgeport Boy Choir.
Hello, my name is Ian. The Student Lighthouse members like to brighten the days of others. We made holiday cards for veterans in December. We also work hard and raise money. We bought our shirts this year and worked with our other leadership group, the ambassadors. We also sold candygrams and in the holidays, and we sold bracelets and tattoos during Homecoming Spirit Week.
We volunteered for Operation Pumpkin. We also we run the zip line. We also helped at Chris Candle Market write letters to Santa. My name is Caleb.
Hi, my name is Adam, and I saw Jim Basketball Jones at another school, and I knew I wanted him to come here. The Lighthouse team was anxious to get on it, too. He has an amazing message and can do some pretty cool tricks. He is awesome.
Lots of families join us in this event. Our Lighthouse team provided dinner and desserts from all donated by local businesses, while others asked trivia questions. Then Jim Basketball Jones performed for over an hour. Everyone loved it. My name is Reese.
I am Sarah Holstein. I am the chair for the Student Lighthouse team here at Bridgeport. As you can see, I don't have to do much. The students come up with all the ideas and plan all the events just kind of with my guidance. I'm always Bridgeport proud when these kids are representing the school, and I'm looking forward to see what the future holds for all these aspiring leaders.
Well, it sounds like the Lighthouse team is very interactive, as you mentioned. I know we have some other groups we're going to share too. But first, Taylor, let's talk a little bit about the math program.
Absolutely. We have a ton of new strategic priorities of the district that are really goals for the school and goals for the district. You'll see all the elementaries doing them, and we've been really proud of them this year. One of those is Do the Math, and so it's an intervention resource that's been brought on so that when students are showing that they need a little extra help, it's something we're able to apply to that and really get them to grow, and that's been fantastic. I know we talked about the OSU Academy, and the interactive read-alouds have been huge. We also have number talks that have been a part of some of the new strategic priorities that we've been bringing on. And so number talks are a way to get students to really understand mathematical thinking, problem solving. It's all the stuff you would see like a Google engineer trying to do. And so it's really just trying to prepare students for life after Hamilton. And that's been fantastic to see. It really has.
So obviously, math and reading are the two strongest components of what we're doing this year. And I thought Mrs. Yoker's third grade class has a neat thing with the high school students. So explain a little bit about that.
Yes, Mrs. Yoker's class partnered with the high school students. They were pen pals, and they wrote back and forth, and then they got together. And we have a little clip that our students will tell you a little bit more about that.
All right, so let's watch that.
Pen Pals from Hamilton High School, the students were a part of Miss Rowe's creative writing class.
First, we wrote to the Hamilton High School students about our interests. This helped Miss Rose match up the pen pals to the students. Next, we wrote back and forth asking answers. Finally, we went to Hamilton High School to meet our pen pals and get the storybooks. Next, we are going to be pen pals with kindergarteners, and we are going to write back and forth with them.
Well, I think of what's really neat about that is you've got the third graders working with the high school students and their personalized books. They had to be excited to get that. And now they're flipping. The third graders are doing the pen pals with the kindergarten students.
Yes, and they're just modeling the same fashion as they did with the high school students.
I think that's great. So. Another team that you have is the green team. You know, recycle is a big deal now. And you have some students that go around on a weekly basis and collect things for recycles.
Right. Hi, my name is Ava. Hi, my name is Maddie. The green team goes around the whole school every Wednesday. We gather all the paper and cardboard we collect during the week. Students who are on the green team show the 7 habits by completing their classwork and having great behavior in the classroom. This is important work because it saves paper and cardboard from ending up in a landfill. When we recycle, the paper can be changed into new materials that people can use in the future.
We are very involved in recycling. We have a lot of new things coming on board for Enrichment. We have a chess club, and I know Mr. Cox can tell you a little bit more about our STEM lab that we're in the process of building.
Very good. Talk about STEM.
Yeah, so STEM is part of my background, so it's a real interest, and so it's something I've wanted to bring on board here.
And that stands for the
Science,
audience?
technology, engineering, and math, and sometimes you'll hear STEAM too,
Right, with
which
art.
will bring art involved, and that's part of the engineering process as well,
Right.
and design. But what we're trying to do with a couple of our teachers to help out is start an after-school club that we may eventually be able to bring into the core curriculum to bring some of those 21st century learning skills on board and to really deepen those connections for our students.
Oh, that's great, because you're right. STEM and STEAM are big buzzwords now.
Absolutely.
We talked about Mrs. Yokers and the pen pals, with the courses reading, but your third grade math class had an excellent first place win in the state of Ohio.
Yes, Miss Abby Scott, our third grade math teacher, entered into a sumdog.com math contest that lasted a week.
So not only did they come in first in Ohio, but they came actually in 31st in the nation. So they brought home a lot of accolades in that regard. And that was actually out of about 5,500 schools in the country. So a lot of competition there. And it was just a fantastic way to see the students really engaging with one another.
It was like a week-long contest, I
It
believe.
was. And so perseverance was really the name of the game there because they had 1,000 questions they had to answer. And it was all about accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of work for our students. So they really had to grow.
Yeah.
And their motto was slow and steady.
Right. Well, it won. I mean, that's impressive. First place in the whole state of Ohio.
Yes.
What would you say, 31st in the whole country. So
Yes.
kudos to them as well. So a lot of things going on really well at Bridgeport. What else do you want to talk about?
In regards to student leadership, I think we did not touch on our ambassadors, our Bridgeport ambassadors. They've done a great job by contributing to our community and service projects and creating events where they can represent Bridgeport in all different venues.
And they go out to nursing homes, a variety of different places, and so they truly are, the face of Bridgeport, if you will.
Yes.
So,
out in our community they are. And
Very
they
good.
have a little bit to talk to you about. So
let's meet some of those members.
We're the Bridgeport Ambassador Team. The Bridgeport Ambassador Team is a leadership program at Bridgeport Elementary.
Student ambassadors go to the nursing home, do crafts, and play bingo. During Valentine's, they bring them gifts, and during Christmas, they sing carols with them.
Residents love seeing us, which makes us feel really great.
Student ambassadors like to make our school beautiful. During the spring, we like to plant and weed the garden.
The campus decor decorates the building for holidays and special events.
We decorate the front office with 7 habits and the teachers' doors.
We love making fun commercials for our peers.
When a new student comes, we give them a tour of the school.
Student ambassadors do a service project called Fill the Bus. Students bring food and we give it to the local food bank.
The student ambassadors love to utilize every opportunity to be leaders in our school. We are so very proud of them, and we look forward to see what they have in store for the future.
Well, it sounds like they're very well involved in the city, and as I said, they're great ambassadors for Bridgeport, and it's going to make you feel very proud as administrators of the students.
yes, we are very proud. They have done a wonderful job. And I want to plug for them. They come up with all their own ideas.
Right.
They meet, they derive what ideas they have and where they want to serve.
That's great. And another part of the Leader in Me, which again is a big component of Bridgeport, is a positive behavior support. So talk about that a little bit, Taylor.
Absolutely. Well, so with all the instructional strategies that have been brought on board, we're really looking to create a high performance culture. And the other part of that is that social emotional learning piece. And that's what a large part of what Leader in Me is just creating that culture. And so we've added some new things this year and really reinforced those things. The Paul Team Pride Cards have been really big in that. Our student family support specialist, Jennifer Wolf, and our school psychologist, Bradley Paramore, have been really instrumental in bringing that on board. And you can just see it all through the hallways with our kids because they are really focused on just, meeting the expectations and just showing that positive behavior because they get some rewards associated with that. And it's just been really fun to see that that transformation.
What's really fun is we have locations where our Paul Team Pride Cards are located. So any staff member in the building can reward our students when they catch them doing the right thing in the hallway.
Sort of like a copying good card.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And they're scoreboarding on their doors they're all taping their cards around their doors, and there seems to be an ongoing contest in our pods at school who can get the most cards for their team.
And the Leader of Me, that is a program created by Stephen Covey, correct?
Yes, that is based on the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, whereas the Positive Behavior Supports is more of a school-wide initiative to, just encourage students to do the right thing, use the 7 habits, and work as a team, and also work individually, because we have individual pop rides as well.
And part of the Leader in Me, I know it can be an expensive endeavor, but you were fortunate enough to get some donations and grants.
Right. We are in year 3 of the Leader in Me. The first year was funded by our community leaders, and the second year was funded by a Hamilton Community Foundation grant.
And again, kudos to the Community Foundation. They've always been a very strong partner for the school district.
And I think the reason that we wanted to bring on the Leader in Me initiative and process is because our students, our community leaders and in business would like to see students having those 21st century soft skills embedded in their manner.
We talk about the new math or reading programs, Leader in Me. None of that could be successful without the staff buying into it.
Right, Jenny. Our staff has been 100% on board for all of. They're very passionate about our new learning initiatives, the tools that we are being given by the district. They're really goal-oriented to moving our schools forward to support not only our students but our community. Also, with the Leader in Me initiative and our positive behavior supports, all the staff is motivated to work together. So the beauty of all this new technology, instructional practice, student-based learning, student-driven, and leadership, the staff is in support and have been working together to move our building forward.
And not only, when we say staff, obviously we're thinking teachers, but it's way more than just the teachers getting involved.
Absolutely. Down to the custodians, our lunch ladies, our food service, all of that.
And bus drivers.
Bus drivers are a part of that. So everybody, not just the teachers, is expected to be a part of that and actually does contribute to that. It's been amazing.
See, I think that's great. Well, it seems like it must be working. The atmosphere, it seems like the personality is great here in this building.
Thank you.
We've got a really great crew. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. Well, congratulations, and we look forward to talking to you two again. And for TV Hamilton, I'm Joni Kopis from Bridgeport Elementary School with School Matters, because school matters.